This question is for Quentin. I was wondering, in the late 80s, when you were wanting to be a filmmaker and you were struggling, and you hadn't yet written or, of course, directed Reservoir Dogs, how did you get yourself through that period? Did you try to ramp up your writing by the end of the 80s, or what got you through it?
Well, you know, it's kind of what got me through it was kind of also what held me back at the exact same time, but it all worked out well, was I got I started working at this video store, was pretty much what you're talking about around that time, and it was great at first because I'd always hated day jobs and stuff, and so I got a day job and it ended up being pretty good. But admittedly, I was there for 5 years. At a certain point, it was a narcotic. All right, I didn't have to keep pursuing my dreams because, you know, it's not what I want to do, but it's sort of kind of close. And if I didn't have an artist soul burning in me, I could have made myself happy with that. I could, if I didn't have an artist soul burning to get out, I could have, you know, walked backwards a couple steps and just done that, and it would have been a fulfilling. Well, to anybody else, it would have been a fulfilling life. It wouldn't have been for me because I would have known I would have had something to say that I didn't get a chance to say. But it did put me to sleep for a while, and I've always just thought, I mean, what really got everything kind of truly going for me, you could point out a lot of different things, but the bottom line is the fact that I realized that even the group of people I hung around with, they were all great fellas and great gals. But, you know, it was easy for me to think that I was doing a lot because I was doing more to try to move myself forward than they were. But, you know, that's not, okay, I'm a big fish in a puddle. So what, all right? They're not doing anything, all right? So yeah, I'm doing more than them. But I realized that actually I need to get my ass out to Hollywood and meet other people who are, you know, like in my category or working a little higher, and I should be the weakest link in my chain that I have, and that'll make me be stronger, it'll make me run faster. I mean, like an analogy I've always used is, all right, if you run the 100-yard dash with people that can't run as fast as you, yeah, you'll win, hands down, you know that. But if you run with people much faster than you, all right, yeah, you might come in last every single time, but your time will be better because they're making you run all the faster. They're making you dig down just a little bit more. It doesn't matter that you won, your time is faster. And that's what I knew I had to do. I had to get out of Loserville and throw myself into a place where, like, this is what the fuckers do for a living.
Hi, this question is actually for the both of you. I was just wondering, when you experience moments of self-doubt, how do you approach getting out of that dark place?
Good question.
You fear forward.
Excellent question.
You fear forward always, because that's when you know you're doing something right, is when you have a lot of self-doubt and you go, maybe this is the time I'm doing too risky a project and maybe I should do something safer. You should fear forward or you're never going to get anywhere. Somebody was telling me, it was actually an actor, was about to do a short film and he'd been sending me the script saying I'm still working on it. It was a really great idea. It's kind of, you know, a big little production for him to do, big little. And then just recently I said, are you doing it? He goes, yeah, I still think I might be too ambitious. I think I'm going to do maybe something easier. I go, no, do the more ambitious one. You're going to hate yourself if you go do the easier one and you're dicking around with that. You're going to be wishing you had done the more ambitious one. Do the more ambitious thing always first. And you should always have some self-doubt. Otherwise, it's a walk in the park. It ain't worth doing. If it's that easy that you're not going to be questioning yourself constantly, am I doing the right thing? Is this too big a task for me to handle? Am I not strong enough? Then you know you're in the right direction. There's a really cool book you should read called Art and Fear. You can look it up on Amazon, and it talks about that. It says, as an artist, this is probably what you're thinking. I'm no good. They're going to figure me out. I'm a failure. I'll never do anything. That's the process. That is what it means to be an artist, and everybody has that. No matter how successful you are, you're always going to feel that, and you should feel that. If you don't feel that, it's not worth doing. This movie, we thought, this probably isn't a good idea, but we feel like doing it. We feel like doing it. Maybe this isn't the right time, but we really want to do this, and we just went ahead. We just know that feeling. It's like, could this be the wrong idea? Yeah. Let's put the pedal down. Let's go faster.
And you?
Well,
A doubt-free zone?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was hearing your adjective in my head when you were saying that. You know, I grandiose my way out of fear.
If you can imagine that.
It's a good way.
You know,
it's charming.
It's like literally, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do one of the greatest car chases of all time. And if I don't, I'm not as talented as I thought I was. And I will realize that there is a ceiling to my talent. Right now, I don't think there is, but if I don't do, but if it's not one of the greatest car chases of all time, then I failed, and there is a ceiling to my talent. I'm not as good as I thought I was. And I said that to everybody. And was I scared? Fuck yeah. All right. I had trepidation going all the way because it's mine to fail, and it's failing in front of the mirror too, because I'll know if I did it or not, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, you are not as good as you thought you were, and that got me to Mount Everest.
It's true. I remember one point he goes, Robert, can you imagine you and me doing this car chase together? How great it's gonna be! And I'm like, hey man, you're on your own, brother. I ain't going out there, man. I got 5 fucking kids. I'm not gonna 100-mile-an-hour bullshit. You want to live the vanishing point dream, buddy? Live it. And he did it all by himself, and I'm so fucking proud of him.